All right. Hello and welcome, everyone. We are so excited to be here with you today. We are here for our bonus event post Fall Festival. And this is super exciting because I'm here from our Salt Lake City office, sitting in Nathan's office, actually. And we have Nathan live from Houston. So, yeah, Nathan, what are you doing? What are you guys doing over there?
All I can tell you is there is some excitement in the air, by the way, Janessa. Now, by the way, there hasn't been, this is a sneak peek for all of those that are joining us today. We're going to say hi to a lot of you, but this is a sneak peek. This is the market side. You're going to see things that some stuff that maybe it's going to come out in 3 months from now. Some of the stuff is current, but I'm here in the vendor hall, our booth. I'm just going to flip it around. We're crazy. We're all over the place trying to get everything set up, and so are most of the other people. So here at Houston for the actual market side, and we're going to still show you some amazing things that are available for you that you can get now and some that are coming up. So thanks for Janessa for inviting me. Excited to be with our audience here. So thanks for joining us, people.
Yeah, and again, make sure you're staying tuned. We've got a lot of things we're going to review, some things so you can go back and experience Fall Festival. Nathan's going to do some demos. We're going to talk about our great sales. And of course, we love to do some giveaways. So we're going to do some live giveaways. And we're going to announce our pre-registration giveaway, which is actually a Cutie tabletop frame. So we'll be announcing that. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss out on any of the super fun, exciting things that we're doing here today. But Nathan, we've got people here from all over. We've got So Crazy here from Delaware, Florida. We've got Corinne saying hi from California.
Hi, Corinne.
Tammy here from Kentucky. We've got Joe here from Idaho. So we've got people from all over here to join us. Super excited to see what you've got, sneak peek behind the scenes over at Quilt Festival Market. And super excited.
Well, Janessa, with this, it's fun. We've had, for us, with your team, you were very, very heavily involved in Fall Festival. And we just appreciate all the quilters that came out and joined. It was really fun because we did some things that were different. And I just love everybody who's coming back now for this little bit of this sneak peek. So again, just thank you everybody for joining us. Thanks for being here. I'm going to pull out. We have others right now. They're not necessarily on camera, but Carla, say hi to our audience. We got Carla over here too. So we've got the whole team here, and we're happy that you're back to join us. And again, you're right with that. We've got we have a great agenda. It won't be very long today. It should be pretty exciting to see a few of the things that we're going to do and we're going to talk about. But Janessa, we appreciate it. Just know that, again, I'm going to talk about this as we're going through, that Janessa will comment. I think, right, you'll be able to kind of make sure if there's a few questions that we have, and we'll look at bringing those up as Janessa and I talk about some things. But just note that the comments that you'll see from Grace will be Grace. Welcome, Paula. Thanks for being wonderful, fan-fat. I'm glad you had a phenomenal Fall Festival. So, Janessa, I'm going to kind of turn it back over to you. I know we were going to go through the agenda again, starting maybe with the Fall Festival. I don't know if you want to go through what else to expect. Are we good to get into Fall Festival?
Yeah. So again, we have there's a lot of really exciting things that happened at Fall Festival, and a lot of things that we're going to review today. So yeah, if you're okay with it, let's start with doing kind of just a quick recap on Fall Festival. If you weren't able to join us, or even if you did and you want to go back and experience Fall Festival again, you want to go rewatch some of those fun workshops, you want to see who won the quilt show. I want to show you guys how you can do that. So the first thing you're going to do is you're actually going to type in events.graceframe.com. So when you type in events.graceframe.com, it's going to take you to our events platform. So let me get that pulled up for us here. And it's going to take you to our events platform that looks just like this. And there is so many fun things that you can experience on the platform. The first one I want to talk about is watching the videos on demand. So first, you're going to just click on that watch videos on demand, and it's going to take you to our event here today. And then you can go and click on watch now, which will give you the ability to go back and experience all of the fun things that happened at Fall Festival, and actually more. We've got a few bonus education classes. So you can see here, we've got Jackson, one of our Grace ambassadors. He's got a quilted ottoman that we didn't feature at the Fall Festival, but is a bonus event that you can experience by just going back onto the platform and watching that here today.
Hey, Janessa, I'm just looking like we have a couple people who are commenting. Like one of them, thanks, Tammy, for mentioning this. She said, I had a great time at Fall Festival. Let me bring that up really quick right here. And she said, my favorite were the Boots on Hills paper piecing. How fun.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, if you're with us and you did watch that, what was one of your favorite segments? We would love to hear from you, and make sure you're putting those in the comments to the side. We can see if we can bring some of those up. So I know there were tremendous, a big variation again that I thought was really good as we continue to understand what you as quilters want to see. We're trying to put more and more of that together. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. And there's just so many fun segments. If you want to watch the entire day 4, you can click on that here. You can also go and watch all of the individual segments. You can download the patterns. Let me show you really quickly how you can download one of those patterns. So
Janessa, that is pretty unique too, right? Like here we have this digital event that they came to, and they're free, by the way. If you came and you registered, and if you haven't, you can, I think, still register in order to get access to these patterns for free. But I know that we put a lot of time and effort, and your team did, in order to make sure they can have access to these patterns, right?
Exactly. Yep. So that class that Tammy was just talking about, the Boots Over Heels paper piecing, which was done by Maddie, and LJ from our sales team was there supporting her. You can watch the entire class in video here. You can see all the materials they used, and then you can actually download the pattern. So all you're going to do is click that download, and it will download that PDF so you can mimic those patterns, and please share them with us. We love seeing what you're able to do and accomplish from watching those education classes. So that's just one thing you can do on the platform, is go and rewatch some of those great videos and experiences. Some other fun things you can do is you can go back and look at the community quilt, which is a really fun thing where we had a ton of different people submitting their own quilt blocks. So these are from home-based quilters just like you. They're actually submitting things that they've created. And that's one of our favorite things here at Grace Company to see, is what are you doing with your fantastic talents? Show us your passion. And this is a great platform for you to be able to do that.
Janessa, with that, does this not update and give you a different look when you come into it as well, right? So doesn't this recreate kind of a new experience every time? And do you by chance know, this might be a loaded question, do you know how many people supported and added a picture to this? Do you know where that's at?
My gosh. I know in total we had well over 2,000 quilts submitted between the community quilt and the quilt show. I can't remember the exact number off the top of my head.
It's a lot.
But it was a lot. It was a ton of quilts that were submitted. So be sure to go and check them out. It's so fun to go and just get inspired too. I absolutely love that. And I'm seeing some great comments. Pat saying the quilt show was awesome, and Paula saying it is different every single time. And they're right. It really is. It's so much fun to see and experience all of the amazing things that we've got.
I have to do another quick reach out, only because this is interesting me. I'm going to say hi to Kelly from Farron, Utah. I don't know how many people know where that is. I had a really quick small childhood story where Farron Reservoir was something that we did, which is kind of, unless you know Farron, Utah, you don't know. Well, welcome, Kelly. Thanks for joining us from Farron, Utah. So that's a fun one.
Oh, I love it. That's so much fun. And we really do. We have home-based quilters from all over here joining with us today, which just makes our job so much fun, Nathan. I absolutely love it. So again, take some time. Go rewatch those classes. Those are going to be available till Halloween. So October 31st, make sure you go back and watch those while you can. Make sure you get all those patterns downloaded. And Nathan's exactly right. So you can log in if you've already registered, or click here to register so you can get access to all of those exciting patterns, downloadables, videos, and everything in between.
Janessa, can I have you maybe show this really quick if you're okay? Do you have your account dashboard? And I'm going to say this because in the past, we actually, to your point, Janessa, those patterns might not always be there. They are free. So if you have a chance and you want access to any one of those patterns that we have, but on our dashboard, if you have not registered, registration is free. You can go to the event platform. You can see that on the screen, events.graceframe.com. And then in your dashboard, you can also go see other events we're doing. And sometimes those events are Tuesdays with Graces. Sometimes we're going to do some things that are next week as a continuation of Houston. And then if there are previous events that have had patterns, you might be able to go to them. But I think that's a great call out. If you saw something you liked, go get it. They're free. Gives you access. Download them. Keep them on your computer. Maybe one day you'll decide to do that with your probably slightly larger than you probably would say you should have fabric stash. So that would give you a way to use some of it.
Yes, I love it. And unfortunately, Nathan, I'm not logged in, so I can't show them the back end of the dashboard, but it's just as easy as he said. If you're struggling with any of that, please feel free to send us a message, call in. We're happy to help support and walking you through that as well. But luckily, this platform is super user-friendly, easy to use, and it'll be a great experience for you.
Awesome. I believe the login's top right corner, right there. It looks like, so they can just log in, easy registration, super simple.
Yep, super, super easy to use. And just like Nathan said, we have some really great ways so you can see kind of those upcoming different events too on our website. So you can go and access all of the different platforms for those different events. So that's kind of a new fun thing we have on our website that you can experience too. lots of different
Wonderful.
ways to get there. Awesome. So again, those are some fantastic things that we have going on. And just a quick refresher too, on our website, we have our new home-based quilter section where you can go in and share your stories. You can view stories, you can submit a survey, learn about products that'll be specially curated for you. So we're not going to jump into it too much today, but know that this is a new thing for home-based quilters like you, that you can go and experience, tell your story, read other stories, and it's a really great place to see and experience that.
Yeah, we'll continue to share and make sure that those stories are open for everyone as well. And just, Janessa, maybe really quickly, I know we're not spending a lot of time. One of the things that everybody else was asking is it for me? Do I have to have a particular brand product or not? No, this is for everyone around the world as a call to action for us to try to bring together, again, this amazing you as quilters together. And I'll tell you this, my quick struggle is we've been serving this set of quilters. If you think about who you are since I've been with our business, 17 years, and then we've been doing it for 35 years as a company, but we have not had a way to help this community connect. And Carla, she would tell you, and if you think about this in this world, there's a lot of things going on, and sometimes our peace of mind, sometimes our happy place, if you think about this, right? Sometimes a way for us to kind of be in a space that works well is to be doing what we love most, and that's quilting. And then sometimes it's for giving the gifts, and it's because we love to donate to charitable causes, amongst many, many other things. And all of those fit into this window of who you are. And we're trying to get this community together in a place that lets these stories be more available for the entire world. So just know there is no cost to come submit a story. They're free. If you're not sure yet if you're ready to share a part of your story, then don't watch it. We're going to look at bringing more of these stories to you in several ways so that you can start to browse and see others that you can start to associate with and say, hey, that's me. Oh, I've had a similar experience to that. And hopefully you want to share yours as well. So it's been an exciting thing for us to put up there. And Janessa, thanks for bringing that back up. That was it's a good initiative that we have just started. And again, you can find that again from graceframe.com, something we did launch back at Festival. So thank you.
Yes, again, just so many amazing things that we have to offer on our website and then on that events platform as well. But Nathan, I got to be honest, I am just getting really antsy. I want to see some of that sneak peek, what you've got going over.
Okay.
Can you give us a little sneak peek on what's going on?
Yeah, let's do a close up. Let's do a close up here. Now this is a little loaded. And I just had one of the comments I was enjoying, like, hey, Nathan, don't give away our secrets about all of our stash. Well, I'm just going to give you reasons to have more stash. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm just looking behind us, and we're going to talk a little bit about some bags, and you're going to see some beautiful fabrics. In fact, I'm not sure if you know Hoffman Fabrics. This lady, Carol, does wondrous things. She's been doing about 13 years. We're going to talk to her a little bit to see some of her patterns. I'm going to walk by the Hoffman Fabric booth, by the way, and it's in the middle of being brought up. And I saw several quilts that have some of their new patterns. So we're going to go take a look over there. We have another lady by the name of Laura I'm going to go talk to who does what we call like clipboard quilts and projects, which is really fun. I also met another gentleman, HD, who has a line of Aborigine fabrics that have stories that talk and tell about what that means to them from their past and how they've transitioned that into fabric. So I have several things. And of course, that's not even getting to scratch the surface on what is here, but we're going to come back and we will spend some time looking at some of those different things. So it's going to be fun and exciting. So stay with us as we continue this live event right now.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nathan. And really one of the big things we wanted to kind of join with you guys here today is just to let you know that on the 31st, the sales for this month are ending. And because it was Fall Festival and October, fall, it happens to be one of our favorite months here at Grace Company. We had some really great specials going on for you. So we wanted to take some time to kind of share that with you, walk you through how you can access those deals, what they are, and how they are really going to help improve and elevate your quilting experience. So Nathan, are you good if we hop over to that and you can tell us a little bit about some of
That's fantastic. Yeah, let's take a look at what we kind of started back towards the beginning of this month. We already had one sale that kind of shift is the flash sales here. And again, as we look at this, we can bring up the screen and go through. And now a way to find this, Janessa, if you might take us to the homepage and show them that if you just go to graceframe.com, one of the things you're going to see right up top there is that cell. And maybe if you'll go ahead and click on that cell for us, which is the first banner that shows up. And what we're going to do is this will take you to the chart that does have all of the specials that we have that are ending. And so just know that these sales are here and they're ending soon. To start off at the top, Janessa, one of the things that has been so popular and so successful as a tool. Now, again, we have not ever created a tool because we just thought we have a good idea. Our tools have been created because over time, hearing from you with your struggles and your frustrations, we have really set out on a path to say, how do we fix those and solve those? This first one, if you want to scroll to the Cutie frame, was the one on, hey, one is I just don't have dedicated space. If you do, we have other hoop frames and others that are on sale as well. But I just will quickly just tell you this story is I didn't have space. And then when we came out with one that we had space on, I was still told, no, I don't really have space. I don't have 5 feet of space. And so we came out with this tabletop version. This has been the #1 product of interest of all of our quilters, because if you're home sewing in your domestic machine and you're like, oh, in order to make quilting easier, it would be nice to have a mid-arm or a long-arm system. But you're talking, somewhere between 4 to 5 for a mid-arm with us. You're talking, 8 to 10,000 for a long arm. This product allows you, and it converts your domestic machine and gives you the exact same motion that you get with these professional systems. And it's a great way to decide and understand how much you might want to go down this path, how well this is going to work for you. The biggest thing is it solves all of the fabric management challenges. You can do up to king size quilt, will work with your domestic machine that you have at home. You need to be able to lower the feed dogs. Outside of that, it works. You can put your foot pedal underneath. Selected machines, you can get stitch regulation. I have several videos that I've completed on our YouTube channel where I show you a domestic machine with a foot pedal as I walk through quilting those projects. And so just know that that's one of the best places to start. So this is on sale. Janessa, this is normally, how much is this product?
This is usually right around $1,200, and it's on sale for $689. And we did, just so everyone's clear, we did have a flash sale going from the first of the month to I think the 17th, where the Cutie was at $589. But that's okay. We're at $689. However, now we actually have an additional bonus of the free motion starter kit, which is one of my favorite products we have here at Grace Company, because especially for people who are getting started with quilting or maybe a little bit tentative, a little bit nervous, this is the product for you, because it's going to walk you through that entire process. It's got a beautiful panel that you can actually practice. It's going to have the backing, the batting, it's got thread, it's got a workbook, it's got tracing panels. It is everything you need to help you start your quilting journey confidently. It's usually a $175 value. And for the rest of this month, we're actually throwing it in for free with the purchase of a Cutie frame.
An amazing deal, Janessa. Like you're saying, it's almost a little bit of a better deal, a little bit different, right? So we wanted to make sure that all you quilters felt there was value. So this gives you a way to get started. One of the things we find that's the biggest challenge is when somebody brings something home is, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this on my quilts. Well, don't. The starter kit will come for free. It will give you a chance, and it will literally start to show you, kind of like we did back in grade school with how do we do cursives and O's and zeros, and it builds from simple to a little bit more complex so that you can have confidence, finish more of your own quilts. And Janessa, this is going to sound a little bit odd, completely off topic, but we had this conversation, and Eddie, who is one of our senior managers that works over operations, he's like, Nathan, isn't this one of those times, because we have the holidays and with Christmas and a lot of these different givings that are going along, that people often look to complete quilts as gifts? I said, oh yeah, yes we do. That happens quite a bit. He said, would there not be a tool that actually makes or would help them be more successful in doing so, in making that a little bit of a quicker process? And I was like, yeah, that's a really good idea. That's a great thought. And I just thought those two things came together. I'm like, there you go. So I'm just going to put this out there. If you have a quilt you're looking to complete, you have your domestic machine at home, this will be a tool that will help simplify your quilting experience, making it easier for you to be able to complete those so that you can give them to all your loved ones for the holiday season. So I'm just going to put that out there. I thought that was very true. That is really the case. And that's why we create products, is to help you find more success in doing what you love. So there you go. That's awesome. Absolutely. And then maybe we can just scroll through and maybe just go through some of the others. We're not going to talk a lot, but we have a more advanced hoop frame that's on sale. And then below that, if you keep on going, I know we have a larger type of frame. So we have our professional series, and they're also all on sale. And then Janessa, you can kind of continue to move through and then talk about maybe some of the other items that we also have as part of a promotion that are ending here coming up this weekend.
Awesome. Yep. And now we're getting to one of our brand new and very exciting products, our 16X series, which really is helping quilters, home-based quilters everywhere, elevate their quilting. So Nathan, can you tell us a little bit about this incredible lineup?
Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to walk over and I'm going to put you in front of one of these. So really quick, audience, I'd love to talk about this. Is again, going back to my automation conversation, I mean, about us trying to come up with ways to help solve some of your biggest challenges. We did that years ago with a 15 series machine. And it took us, I think, a little over 6 years to get to a spot on where we brought that out. And people would say, well, why did we do it? We called it a 14 plus to start. And the reason we did that is because what we found is in the world, we had long arms, and they were literally 18, 24, up to 30 inches. And the quilters, and again, a lot of you have progressed past this. Some of you know 19s and 21s, but the main group that were at home trying to complete quilts found or thought in their minds that, hey, that's a daunting task. It's an expensive task. Oh, they're big. I don't have room for all those things. And we created the 14 plus. And so we did one that helped you as quilters not go and say that I need a longer, because you don't. In fact, you can complete quilts with your own domestic machine. Long story short, that 14 plus was the 15. We actually have a 15 Pro that's still available in our product lineup. And what we did is we took all the learnings. So if you think about this, we have over 35 years of experience. And that's a lot of experience being within this industry. We have thousands of hours of engineering. And what that means is just not engineering, but we've taken that from everything from simple products like, cutters and clips and rulers, to more sophisticated like small mid-arm machines, to professional long arm, to computer automation. And those things have all been brought together in a way that really presents what we consider the best experience you can have at this price, at this size machine. It does not exist. There's not going to be another product that you're going to find that has these features, that functions in this way, that helps solve your problems in a way that this 16 does. And so our engineering team, and what we like to say is we have tens of thousands of customers experience that have done that. So Janessa, maybe if you'll bring me up live, I'm going to kind of zoom in and show our audience, and I'll do a little bit of some quilting on here, and you're going to be so impressed to see my quilting. You're going to be like, man, he is so skilled. He should do my quilts. Okay, just kidding. No, I've only ever finished about 10 of them, but I've done that. So let's do a close up and bring my screen just on there if you're okay, and make that the main one. And then I'm going to show everybody. Here you can see, here's a quick bit behind me. Oh, we're going over there later. That's Hoffman Fabrics. You're all getting their fabrics out. We got Cherrywood Fabrics right over there. We might stop by there. We got a lot of, okay, sorry, distracted. But this is the 16 series machine. So I'm just going to kind of do the side shot here. And you're going to have to bear with me as I'm manually doing this here. But this machine, and what that means again, is 16 inches from the needle to the back of the throat. This has throat lights. Woo woo. So we have throat lights in this machine. Again, our competitors aren't doing anything like this at this price range. They're also dimmable. We have an amazing set of lights around our thread here and around this guide. And you might not know this, but one of the things that can happen is you can get shadowing. Because if they don't design the lights right, you end up with cross light shadowing. And so our team we have this really unique honeycomb pattern that makes a beautiful light for us on our system. We can dim them and we can lighten them. But really, if you look at this as well, we actually took the handles from our 21 professional system that we then built into the 19s. And now we have built it into the 16 series. There is not another mid-arm at 16 inches or under that has any kind of a function. So these handlebars can be moved down to be used as micro handles. They can be extended out. And so what that means is when we extend the handle out, that gives us a chance to work at the back of the frame without having to lean or reach over it. So one of the nice things is that you end up with better control because we have better ergonomics, and you can quilt for extended periods of time without having all of the stress in your back. Now, this one that we're looking at is what we refer to as the 16 Elite Series. Now, with this, on these series machines, the special right now is not only are they on sale, but they actually come with a choice of a free frame. So that is up to the queen frame. So you can get a Cutie, a Q-Zone queen frame, or a free option for you to use and buy when you get that. So Janessa, why don't you talk a little bit about that? What would that mean for you? Because I know you've looked at and you've tried other systems. If you were starting and this was something that was available.
Yeah, well, I think the thing that is so fantastic about the 16 series, especially for those of you that have been struggling with your domestic machine, whether you're pushing through the fabric, even if you're using it on your Cutie machine, maybe you're enjoying that a lot, but you're just wanting some more conveniences, right? You're just looking for that stitch regulation. You're looking for that easier clarity. You're looking for that regulated stitch. There's just so many options that this 16 series has to offer. It really is. Our 15 machine was fantastic. The 16 just has so many additional features that are just going to make your quilting experience so much, it's just going to be elevated. It's really going to make that experience so much more enjoyable for you. You're going to finish more quilts. You're going to finish them with more accuracy. I really like, we have just tons and tons of just different experiences of quilters coming in at the beginner level or at the higher level that have come in and done testimonials and have just fallen in love with this fantastic machine.
With that, Janessa, I couldn't help support that more. That is one of the key things we've done. Let me show even a couple more things that I think really help the person moving into this, from their domestic machine, why it's other helps and things that we think make quilting even easier. And again, just another comparison. If you're going to go look out there, and there's really, we don't have a whole lot of competition in this category, but if you've considered any kind of a mid-arm, this is going to guarantee or help you solidify why this one will just do a little bit more for you. Our goal was a little bit more on the affordability. We have a phenomenal quality. We have over 8 years of experience in this particular machine itself that we've been able to engineer. And then what that means, engineering problems and engineering in ingenuity. So, but we'll notice simplified handles. And I'm going to point out this is the screen. And so one of the big things that we've had a lot of people love talking about is on this screen, we actually have some pretty amazing things. And one of the biggest that a lot of people loved was the help file that's built in. So simple things like threading our machines that give us literally step-by-step features and functions that help identify how to do so. That, again, a fun one. This one also has our patented what we call edge warning. And what that means is when you're quilting and you're moving the machine around, as we move that machine, it might get to a spot where it's going to bump in to the back of the frame here, or it might bump into what we would consider the front of the fabric or the machine can't go any farther forward. But what this does is, like your car, it actually beeps and warns you along with flashing lights that indicate you're getting close. And so you never end up with flat or round spots on your pattern. So again, it has a lot of other fun features in there. It has, an ability to measure distance, the calculator, bobbin estimators, even a project board on this very specific one. Stitch regulation, of course, is built in, and we have multiple modes of quilting with the machine, which is really fun. It's super easy also to continue to keep up. There is not a maintenance schedule on this, so you do not need to say, hey, this has to go into the shop next year or every 3 years or every million stitches. We really built it so that internally the system never needs to be serviced because it utilizes sealed bearings. It has the internal cast aluminum body that we normally have on the exterior, but we've made it prettier by putting that inside of the machine, keeping that same rigid build that we were known for. And then I'm going to turn it on. Let me go ahead and kind of just hold this out just a little bit here. I'm going to do a little bit of some quilting that maybe you'll see, and be patient as I get out in front of this one just a minute. Here, I'm going to hold it with my left hand. Sorry, I know you're going to be crazy, but I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. Can we see? There we go. I'm going to start quilting. And one thing you'll notice is I do have what we call a speed sensor on. You might see a red light flash. It might not come through, but that helps keep me within the bounds that this machine can do as well as we're doing so. There we go. That's where people start saying I look a little dangerous. Let's go do some fill inside of there. And one of the things I love is that it is super light, super easy to move. Even things like out of the box. The box is where you can actually help simply put the machine together so it can just fit on your frame. So Janessa, we can kind of bring you back up again. I'm going to move over to the 19. But if you've ever thought, or you've been in the market and you think, hey, I'm looking at moving from my domestic machine, looking to get into what would be one of those first series machines, the 16 series is it. We have the manual machine, which I think is right around $3,500, $3,499 with a frame, by the way. So you can get a mid-arm machine with a frame at $3,499. We have the X only, which does have stitch regulation. The manual does not. The X only is on sale for $4,499, including a free Cutie or Q-Zone frame. You can also upgrade to our professional frame for only, I think it's like $750 more, which is ridiculously amazing. And then our professional series, or our Elite 16, is on sale for $4,999. I will tell you this, if you're with us right now, I'm going to encourage you to reach out to your dealers to find out what's available from them. All of our dealers are carrying this. Our unique dealers do have this on their websites, and they're out there making these available for you as well. If not, you can log on to graceframe.com or reach out to one of our customer service reps so that we can help answer any questions. There you go. Thank you, Paula. Wow, you cannot read the price. That is very, very true. That is an entire quilting system. Yes, there are wonderful accessories, like you can still do ruler work. We have some amazing patented feet that you can also add. And yes, I'll just quickly plug this. You can add computer automation to it. And you can add a computer to the hoop frame or the long roller frames, and it will computer automate an entire quilt from the top to the entire bottom. And by the way, those are on sale at 30% off as well as an accessory. All right, so that was a whole lot of la there for everybody. But there you go.
I wanted to really quick just show them because you mentioned computer automation, and I got to say, I don't think we're going to see a price lower than that 30% off for our computer automation, which can be added to.
We are not.
Yeah, and it can be added to any of our machines and many domestics as well. You can just check with, you can call into Grace or talk to your local dealer to see if it will work for you. But we have our beginnings, which is usually $5,000. It's on sale for $3,499. We have our pro version, usually $8,000, on sale for $5,249. And then we also have our gold cards, which are just going to add those additional features. You're going to get monthly patterns, and those are usually $200, and those are on sale for $139 as well. So you do not want to miss the deal on automation. If you've been thinking about it, now certainly is the time. And Nathan, I can see now you are seated at our 19X Elite. Can you tell us a little bit about that amazing machine?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a quick adjustment there. But so I just walked around. So I was standing just a minute here over at the 16. And when we're at a show like this, we like to show them standing. I am now sitting in front of this 19 series machine. And so I just wanted to kind of point out a couple things. And you'll notice that this has a very similar look to the 16 Elite, because we actually built the 16 Elite and took the functions from our 21 Elite machine and our 19, and we built those into the 16. Again, nobody has a 16 like that has the bigger screens and the functions. This is the 19. And again, what that means for those of you that might not know, the needle of the machine is in the front. The back of the throat here is 19. And that is what we call creates the available stroke, or the distance that the machine can be moved or quilted with. Well, why might you go to a bigger machine? If I'm in the market for a 19 or a 21, it's just because I want to complete more of the quilt at one time before I move the fabric, and it allows me to do larger blocks at a time. So if I want to complete up to like a 12 or a 13-inch block plus at one time as I'm quilting through that, I would want to have a larger machine, whereas something like your domestic machine would probably have 6 to 8 inches total. Our 16 is going to probably go between right between 9 and 12, depending on how large your quilt is. A 19, again, will add literally 3 more inches of finished space. 21 at the top end will give you even more than that. This has similar features to that Elite, simple buttons that allow me to easily turn this on and move it around. And again, it's just easy. I love it because the machine is so light and smooth with the way we design our frames that it just does not take much effort at all in order to move the machine over the surface of the fabric. Now, Janessa, let's come back to you if you wouldn't mind bringing up, again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time. This one, if you have more information, you can look at details on our website. This has the same Elite features. So it has the edge warning. It has the throat light. No, this one does not have throat light. Sorry, this one has adjustable lighting, has the bobbin indicator, and has some of those other features you're going to find on this level. This one does have the external casting visible versus the 16 where we put it inside of the machine. And the adjustable handles when we're working at the back. And I know we have this at an amazing price that also you have a selection of frames for. So maybe if you can share that with us.
Yeah, so usually this machine is $8,499. It is on sale for $7,699. And not included in that discount, you also are going to get your choice of a free Q-Zone hoop frame, Cutie frame, or Q-Zone queen frame. If you've already got a frame that you know and love, you can also swap that out and do a light bar. And then you also have the ability to upgrade to a Continuum 2 if that's the route you want to go, for $789. So again, just some really, really amazing specials that we've got going on. We just want to make sure that everyone has the ability to get into one of these great quilting systems, especially before the holidays. Get some of those Christmas gifts wrapped up, right?
Heck yeah. Perfect time to get it. We'll ship it out. We are available and they are ready for shipping too. Some people say, well, how soon can I get it? Our team, and we're actually putting some extra time in over the weekend and Monday and through next week, again, as we know we're getting into the holidays, to help make sure we're keeping up with shipping and shipping them out. I'm just going to do a quick sneak peek. I'm not doing a demonstration. Here are our beautiful 21 Elite machines. And that's kind of what we've got for here. So I thought we could point out one more thing here. Here we go. Here's Mark. Say hi, Mark, really quick. Behind me we have Melinda. There's Melinda. Everybody knows. So we've got the team here. I'm spinning around really fast. Jarek, wave over there. We've got Jarek over there setting up. And you might not know, but Grace Company has a new logo. Not that it's a big thing, but we've tried to simplify this. So this is going to be what you'll be seeing on everything from now. But I'm ready, Janessa, if you're good. I know that there were a few other promotions. My last one would be the computer automation. If that's something that you've thought about, or if you're not sure, literally at a click of a button, you can select a pattern, place it on your fabric, quilt it out, and those are on sale at 30%. So that's a great accessory if you already own a machine, and it would give you a reason to now buy into automation. Outside of that, if you want to buy it with part of your kit now, you might as well do so with it being on sale at the sale that it's at. But again, those are kind of what we've got. Take advantage of them. Those are available now. Just so you know, we are providing a little bit of some extra stuff to help make sure that it's easier to get home, I think, with free shipping. So we have a coupon code for you also, if that's something that you're interested in right now with these promotions as they are getting ready to expire. So Janessa, we're ready to kind of talk and do some history here. And really quick, maybe bring yourself up. I've got to walk around. I want everybody to get dizzy. I'm going to go grab some papers here.
All right. Yeah, so while Nathan's getting kind of situated on his end, I wanted to really quickly talk to you guys about something new and exciting that we are launching this next week. So hopefully a lot of you guys are able to go and join Grace over at Houston Quilt Festival. If you haven't been before, I really urge you to take the time to try and make that something you do in the future. But if not, don't you worry. We are actually going to be doing live events all week long from Houston. So I wanted to show you guys where you can access that. So what you can do is, again, you're going to go to our website, and then you'll be able to access our Grace on the Road event platform. And from here, you can see our schedule. So you'll see every single day we have at least 6 live demos happening from a stage at the Quilt Festival, where we're going to be showing you our products. And of course, we're going to walk around, show you some of the amazing other vendors that are there, as well as some of the incredible quilts that are on display. So again, I urge you to join us next week for Grace on the Road from Houston. You can see the entire schedule from here. You can click add to your calendar to make sure you've got those things on your schedule. But again, some really amazing things that will be kind of showing you live from Houston. Again, you can access our deals from there. You can watch it again. If you want to go back and watch, we've done live from QuiltCon. We've done live from a lot of different places, and you can access that there. But it looks like Nathan, I can see from the back end, he's got some beautiful quilts that he is ready to show us. So let me go ahead and add him back to the stream. Nathan, where are you looking now?
All right. So I'm not too far from our booth, but I am in front of one of our groups, actually, MS. And some of this, we'll look at maybe, Janessa, I'm going to maybe have you type this in if you're okay really quick. It's going to be, I'm going to maybe bring this up. So it is a textile group that is out of Australia, which is really interesting. Textiles Australia. And that is www.mstexaustralia.com. And I'm putting that up there. So yeah, MS Text, yeah, there you go, Australia.com. And this group is really interesting. When I came here earlier and I started talking to them, what they do, and I'm going to do some close-ups, they actually take what they call as original Aborigine art that has meanings with what they were, and they've converted those into actually fabrics. And so some of them they've had around for years, some of them come out new. And then the fun thing about it is, I'm not going to have you look at this too close again, but the paper, they actually have a story that talks about why and how and what this pattern means to the Aborigine. So I'm just going to kind of show you some of the quilts they've done in the background, and I'm going to kind of get out of my way here. And so I'm just going to kind of let you see some of the quilts that they have made with these, and then you can see some of their prints. And I think this is just kind of really fun. So I'm just going to kind of walk down as we're doing so and let you see some and how fun they are. And I thought, I haven't really thought about this method or this type of a fabric design. So I think they said they have over 250 different patterns on the different designs that they can have. And I'm going to get down here to the end and show you another thing too. Obviously, You don't have to do just quilts because you have other things you can do. They also have a few other things too, like some polyesters that allow you to do garments and other types of wares with some of those aboriginal type of patterns as well. So I love that one. That was one that kind of stood out. I thought was really interesting, had a fun story and a background on it. Maybe if there's anybody that has any comments on that, go ahead and throw them here before I go over to our next area. And our next area, some of you might know of this. They have a retail site that I'm going to talk about, but they have a set of patterns and their bag patterns, and it's Auntie's. So Auntie's 2 patterns. So again, Auntie's 2 patterns. And I'm gonna have Carol come over here for a minute. I know I don't have the best mic, but Carol, if you'll wave to all of our audience that we have there. This is part of her booth. And when I was talking with her earlier, I'm gonna kind of show you up top here. She said that they were known for some of their larger bags. So these are kind of some of their travel bags that I thought were really, really interesting. And I'm going to talk about a few of their patterns here in a minute and how she's downsized them. But Carol, would you mind grabbing one of these couple Christmas ones off as well? I was here in her booth. I'm like, you have a few Christmas type of projects. And so here's one. This is one of her patterns that they have. And I'm going to zoom in here. So just hold on to it for a stocking, which is really, really fun. The other one I loved, and this would be I'm going to come over here by you. There you go. This would be perfect for, I know, my wife and everything, because once Christmas is over, we always have to say, where do we keep all of the pieces and the parts? And even if not, they're amazing for storage. These are what we call the covered oval crates. And so these, I'm going to zoom in on this too, which is really fun. I'll give you the website where you can go find some of these, but these are stackable. And obviously we have these with some holiday prints. You can use these for all sorts of projects as well. They don't have to be obviously holiday themed. And then on the top, she has also fun little things like this, bits to put your pots in, and or if you have, some of your extra silverware, your dining room table types of things as well. And then we're going to go around the front. And while we're there, Janessa, let me give you her quick website, and then I will bring this up. I'm going to hold this card. It is what we call Wingspan. So Wingspan Crafts. So it's wingspancrafts.com. Again, www.wingspancrafts.com. And one of the things she was talking about is that they were asked, like, hey, they are known for their large bags, but they're like, hey, can you do some small ones? And this is one. Why don't you maybe hold that one for us really quick so we can kind of show the audience? And I think the term she called this is a Dutchie dop. A Dutchie dop. And so what this is if you think about it, and she explained this to me, like, when I travel, I have a little bag for all of my toiletries and everything. And she says it's great for cosmetics, great for all those. And so it's a fun little bag that opens up. Oh, we did not see inside of that. So it has several different pockets. And so she has designed it several. And if we will look at this, you'll see that there are a couple fall type of themed ones. Obviously, the patterns can use several different types of fabrics. So you can actually create multiple versions of this type of a bag or a variation of these bags by simply changing it. And I think what we'll do here shortly, Carol, is you said that she uses, and she got started 13 years ago. Sorry, let me bring it I'm going to maybe come over there by you. Yep. So she got started 13 years ago. And one of it was she was doing classes already, right, in a place. And they came by and Hoffman said, hey, we would love to help get your patterns out if you would mind using our Hoffman Fabrics. Long story short, it blew up because all of a sudden her patterns were in all of the dealer stores all over the place, and it's been a fun journey. So Carol, thank you very much for allowing us to show them. And again, just so you know, obviously tons of those. You can go to wingspancrafts.com in order to see all of the different patterns you can do for all of the different types of bags and other projects. Thanks. So that was a fun one. I'm going to go over, because I know we're kind of getting short on time, and I know everybody would probably love to be here for much, much longer. We're going to walk in front of the Hoffman Fabric booth, and I'm going to kind of scan this. And again, they're in the process of setting it up, and some of them are eating. So what do we have? What's the name over here? Yeah, Aaron. So we have Aaron over there, wave to our crowd, and we have Kirsten over here. And boy, look at that. Aren't those beautiful quilts? So I'm just going to kind of stay on the back, and I'm going to take the camera and just let you see some beautiful fabrics. Oh, there we go. Some rolls. And now we have, who else do we have over here? Say hi. Sandy. Hi, Sandy. So I'm going to kind of scoot on down here. And then Janessa, maybe if you want to ask me a question, if there are any that are coming through, I'm just going to show this. These are all of the quilts, and I'm not going to open them up because they're not mine to be touching, but they have all of their fabrics. So I'm just going to kind of slowly pan over all of these here. Continue to look at how beautiful those are. How fun is that? Some of them, they obviously would have part of what might be here in spring and part of the summer. Oh, here we go. We've got Sandy's going to give us a shot here. That is beautiful. Quilted garden design is what she's saying. Using their 1895 hand dyes. Let me do this again. Hand dyes with Molly. So I'm just going to kind of let you see some of that again. How fun is that? Wonderful. And the best way for them to find out, if they wanted to go find out, should they just go to so HoffmanFabrics.com is very easy, and just go to HoffmanFabrics.com and you'll see a lot of those. Oh, here's another one she's opened up. Let's have her do a little bit of a show and tell here. Coach House Designs.
Celebrate the Seasons.
Featuring their Celebrate the Seasons 2.0. Thank you. Second generation. Oh, that looks fun. That's appropriate for right now this weekend. So by the Fabric Attic pattern. Okay.
Again, featuring Celebrate the Seasons.
Celebrate the Seasons. Another one there. Are these all from the Celebrate the Seasons as a whole from these pattern sites? Okay, wonderful.
Bear Hug Quilt Works.
Bear Hug Quilt Works is who that one is by. Thank you, by the way, for doing this. This is one of the things that are really fun. So you said Mediterranean Escape is what this one is. And I'm guessing this is a mix between the panel and then obviously the colored fabrics that are surrounding this, right? So a panel and then the surrounding colored fabrics that are around that.
And this
pattern is by Quilted Garden Designs.
And the same here.
Same here. On this one is who is
This is our Luminous Love.
Luminous Love Collection is what this one is. So again, the Luminous Love Collection. And this one now this one is this a hand dyed or is this not? Is it a print? So this is a digital one. The previous one we had maybe was a hand dyed that we looked at first. Okay, so this is a digital print. Beautiful. Great way of combining those colors. Oh, this one looks fun. So hold on there. Hold on, everybody. I'm gonna come a little bit closer. So she calls this one. This is the Dream Big Kaleidoscope. There we are. The Dream Big Kaleidoscope. Pixie Dust by A Needle in a Haystack. Okay, wonderful.
This is Unzipped.
Unzipped is the name of this one.
Featuring
their Luminous Love Collection. Digital.
This is a pattern available from Quilting Renditions.
So the pattern is available from Quilting Renditions. Is again is with Quilting Renditions. Okay, Quilting Renditions. Well, thank you so much. I know there's a whole lot, but again, Sandy, thank you again for. Oh, you want to show? We got a couple more here. Yeah, well, we're good. Let's keep on going. I know I love seeing all the quilts and all the fabrics. They're absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah. Oh, they're saying they need to hang this one. So this is a Dream Big Kaleidoscope by Bear Hug Quilt Works is what this one is. Wonderful.
Oh, this is Horatio.
Horatio is the name of this one. By the Gourmet Quilter. So Horatio. So this one is taking the Dream Big Kaleidoscope panel. So the different types of fabrics and the different types of those panels. And then she recut those up and used those in order to make a different version versus a kaleidoscope quilt. She used the kaleidoscope types of pattern sets to use those on a more of a themed quilt. Beautiful. And she's saying, and C, she's looking for a few other things. I'm just going to kind of, again, share with us what's going on. Buy Amazing Quilts. Amazing Quilts by Grace. Not us, Grace. Amazing Quilts by Grace. Grace. Wonderful. Thank you.
Our Bali Batik.
Bali Batik. So this would be, again, obviously, if you're looking, if you're a batik fan, there you go. That's some of their batik fabrics that they have going there. Here's another one. So this is kind of a mix between batiks and hand dyes is what she's saying on this one. Common, calm and bright. So see, this is calm and bright. By Quilt Moments. The 1895 hand dyes are the collection that's from. And again, I know that everybody's not going to be doing this. Maybe you'll be jotting some notes down if you want. Again, you can go to hoffmanfabrics.com in order to see all these different types of patterns and styles and the different fabrics as well. Oh, this is a fun one. What is this one? I'm gonna back out here just a little bit so everybody can kind of see. This is a very large. How big would you say this quilt is? A good twin size. And then this one has, and so tell us a little bit about this one then. Whimsy and Wonder.
It is brand new.
Brand new. Okay, no, that's good. We're good. We're live. We can just change it right now. She's looking at wanting to make sure we get the name of this one. I'm just going to do a close-up so you can see this one actually has several different scenes. This one is fun, children playground. Here we have at the carnival. I love the edges that actually have kind of outer space, the stars and planets. Obviously, it goes from the sky to the middle to the streets, obviously, even down to the water. How fun is this? So go ahead.
To my world.
Welcome to my world. That makes sense. Welcome to my world. Designed by the Gourmet Quilter. 10-month block of the month. So
All
how
right.
fun.
Nathan, these are
Wonderful.
seriously so incredible.
All right.
Because we're running super short on time,
Yeah.
I don't want us to miss our giveaways.
Thank you. Yep, we're good. Yep, we're good. We're ready to go to that. So that was fun to show. And I wish there was more time because there is so much more here going on. I mean, just all around us, there's so much going on. So go ahead, Janessa. Let's look at giving away some of those giveaways that we have as I head back over here to the Grace booth.
Awesome. And so Nathan, I wanted to ask a question. So I'm going to give away, I think I'm going to give away 3 different prizes. So the first prize that I'm wanting to give away, if it's all right with you, I didn't really get Nathan's okay on these, so I'm just kind of going for it. We're going to do first our True Sharp 2, our True Sharp 2 sharpener. Why would someone love one of these True Sharp 2s, Nathan?
Well, Janessa, the True Sharp 2 solves the age-old process and problem that people have when they're cutting and their blade starts to get dull. And if you're with me in the chat, I am pretty sure that I'm going to ask you to give me a 1 if you've been in this situation. You're cutting and the blade, is getting dull. And you're like, I only have 2 more cuts. I can do it. Give me a 1 if you have ever been there. And I'm pretty sure all of you would be like, that is me. And then that's where we start to get unsafe and our cuts and everything starts pushing because we're trying to hold things together and we're putting more pressure on them. The True Sharp 2 is an electric rotary blade sharpener that helps bring your blades back to a near factory edge by spinning it against 2 diamond grit stones, and so that it can sharpen the top and the bottom at the same time. Janessa, it works with 28 millimeter blades, it works with 45 millimeter blades, it works with 60 millimeter blades, and it works with pretty much all the brands that are out there. So it's not unique to the True Cut line. It works with what you have. And look at all those ones coming through. Everybody's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? And here's the other thing. Some of you might even have a small stack of blades that you've been saving in a tin because one day maybe I'll be able to sharpen them. Well, you can. And the biggest reason, so let's go ahead and read this, is, oh my gosh, I got a True Sharp 2 sharpener and used it for the first time yesterday and sharpened my blades on it. Well, there you go. Thank you, Tammy. There we have an on-screen testimonial. Appreciate that, Tim. But the thing is they really do work. It does help bring them back to that near factory edge. And it just means we love to talk about True Cut, making things easier, safer, and more accurate. And if you're cutting and your blade gets dull, trust me, we know we're not like, oh, I'm just going to get a new one. And so right now you have to literally, you can tell yourself this, you now never, ever have to cut with the dull blade, ever, if you have the True Sharp tube. So let's go ahead and give this away. They're on sale as well. I think everything this month, are we on sale at 20%?
Yeah, all True Cut is 20% off still.
Yeah.
And if you
So
spend
all
over
True Cut on sale at
$50
20% off.
and over 50, you're going to get that free shipping over this weekend. So make sure you take advantage of that. So I'm just going to select one of these random people who gave us a 1.
Who's it going to be?
It's going to be.
Thank you for giving us a 1 if that was you.
Woohoo! This is Bean Tompkins. You are the winner of
Congratulations,
a
Bean.
Yes. And so with our live giveaways, the way that you're going to claim this prize is you're going to reach out to Melinda at graceframe.com. So that is Melinda at graceframe.com to claim your True Sharp 2. So thank you so much, Bean. We're super excited for you to have that prize. The next one that we're going to give away is our Quilters Combo. So the Quilters Combo is one of my favorite because it really is giving you everything you need to start your really safe, easy, and accurate cutting journey with Grace and with True Cut. So Nathan, why would someone love our Quilters Combo? What's that going to do for them?
Yeah, I'll give you just a quick synopsis. Again, if you're cutting, not only were there problems with your blades potentially getting dull, but what we found is that the ergonomics and how we held cutters and the method around that, I'm going to give you, I'm not sure if you can hear me okay. We got carts pushing around. There we go. We're fine. But it gives you the ergonomics that solves the challenge of pain in the fingers, in the wrists, in the elbows, and in the shoulders. And when it is coupled with our rulers, there is a patented track and guide that actually locks the cutter to the ruler as you go down that, and it keeps them together from the very first part of the cut to the very end. And at the last, the true grips themselves go underneath that ruler in order to hold it in place. So everything that we've done has been in order to create a system again that simplifies your cutting experience. Easier, safer, more accurate. This combo is our #1 selling combo. At a show like this, we'll bring hundreds of these sets in series. If people have not seen True Cut, when they see it for the first time, this is like, I have to have this. Whether you already have 1, 2, or 3 cutters at home, the track, the patented guide system, the ergonomics, the non-slip, these things together are unlike any other system you can get. Again, it is the most ergonomic cutter. It provides and helps present one of the safest, easiest, and most accurate ways of cutting with what you do. And again, we all know cutting is not our favorite, is on the bottom of our list. We might as well find ways to make that as easy as possible. And again, that's what this does. So here we go. This awesome True Cut rocks. Thank you very much, Paula, for that comment. Fun to hear.
Awesome.
Well, let's go ahead and give this away. What
do you think? What's our question? How do we want to help someone claim this prize?
What I would like to do is ask a question about one of the products that I announced today. It's an update to our family, and it fits into the mid-arm category. And there were 3 machines, and I talked about this. Just give me, what do you think this product is? And what is this product? There's 3 of them. They fit together. It is not a frame, which I will tell you. It is not a cutter. It is a machine. What machine is it that has a manual, a stitch regulated, and an elite model, and has all of our most recent technology? Does anybody know what that is? I see some of those coming through. There we go.
Yes.
It is the 16 series. It is the update to our 15s, what were 14 to 15, and now 16s, as that is elevating your quilting experience. That product is what it is, 16X. Woo!
Yes,
Steve.
So Steve
Hoffman.
Hoffman, he's correct. It is our 16X series, which comes with those 3 different machines, the 16X manual, 16X, and then the 16X Elite, which we have on a fantastic special going on right now. But because you got the correct answer, Steve, we are going to send you one of our Quilters combos. All you need to do is reach out to Melinda at graceframe.com to claim your prize. So thank you so much, Steve, for your correct answer. The last giveaway that we're going to do today actually came from our pre-registration. So these are people that went onto our events platform, registered, and that's how we selected the winner for our Cutie frame giveaway. So Nathan, we talked about it a little bit earlier today. Give us like a 30-second, why is this Cutie frame going to
30-second quick pitch again. If you've thought about, or if you've heard about the Cutie, I'm just going to quickly say several questions come up. First is, does my machine work? The answer is yes, it works with all the domestic machines. You need to be able to lower your feed dog or move the motion of your machine frequently. The other thing is it can be stored. It can use your domestic machine, mid-arm machines, and up to a 19-inch machine. It does not require fixed places. You can do up to king size quilts. Yes, you can do any size quilt on this. And it is the most affordable way in order to solve your biggest challenges you have and struggles with fabric and when you're pushing them through the thread machine. So there you go. All those things on sale, $689 is at sale. Normally $1,200, normally $1,199 on sale. So there we go. So the winner is going to win this $1,200 Cutie frame that comes packed in a nice little box, can be easily put up, but can store. You can use your machine, invite some friends over, finish some quilts, and show the love. There you go.
Awesome. Let's give a drum roll. And the winner
Drum
of our
roll.
Cutie frame is Trina Kessinger. Congratulations, Trina.
Congratulations. Thank you,
yes.
Trina.
And Trina, since this was a pre-registration giveaway, you do not need to reach out to Melinda. Melinda will be reaching out to you to make sure we can get your shipping address and then get that sent out to you. So again, congratulations, Trina. And if you did not win a prize today, that's okay. You know, here at Grace Company, we are always looking for opportunities to reward our wonderful customers and home-based quilters out there. So make sure to register for our events, be here with us live to kind of get that opportunity to win something super fun, especially before the holidays, right? It's a great time for that.
Absolutely. It's not been a better time. Right now is the time if you've been thinking about it. Now, again, maybe let's just throw this out there really quick because I know we're really done. We're going to invite them, I think, to come join us next week, right? Before we do this, just a consideration. I know there's variations to everybody in your life right now. Some of you might want to hold on if you're looking at a tool that will make quilting easier. Just know we're hoping to create a selection of pricing that will fit into pretty much hopefully most people's budgets, because obviously we have things like the Cutie frame for around that 700 mark. Our top of the line elite system, if it was fully automated, is around 19,000. And so if now's the time, we would love to have that. If not, we hope you can continue to find inspiration through some of the stuff that we've provided in Fall Festival. And the way we're trying to continue to connect with you on Tuesdays with Grace, amongst many other things. And I just really wanted to say, Janessa, before we kind of give them this last bit, just thanks again. It means a lot to us. If I were going to reiterate Carla's words, and I say this because they're true, and I love reiterating this, is the love and the passion she has for you, helping you find a place of peace in your life. We hope we can be a little piece of that, and making that easier through providing these tools in any way possible, along with the inspiration and connecting you with this audience through that HBQ community as well. So again, just thanks for being with us today as we've done part of this. And then Janessa, I know you can share a few lessons. I just want to share those as my last words and my appreciation of everybody joining us today.
Yes. Awesome. And thank you so much, Nathan. We appreciate your time. I'm just going to wrap up with our lovely quilters here. And we're so excited to see you next week for Grace on the Road, Houston. So thanks again, Nathan. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us for this super fun bonus Fall Festival event. It was so great getting to kind of chat with you guys. And again, we're really excited to have you join with us for Grace on the Road, Houston. The way you can get to that link is just going to our www.graceframe.com and then just go click through the slider banners and it will take you directly to that. We got a question in the chat saying, hey, do I need to register for that event? I always recommend that you register for that event so that you can make sure that you're entered to win those fantastic giveaways. There's also a lot of really great benefits of being registered and that you're going to get kind of reminders. You'll get those little bonuses and fun things like that. So again, thank you guys so much for joining with us today. It's been fantastic and we cannot wait to see you next week.